Welcome back. Finally, I know new people. I'm gonna apologize. I have a cough drop in my mouth because I'm a little under the weather, so if my voice sound weird, that is why. Today's video, I'm pretty much just going to be talking about my floral business, how I got started on it, what steps you need to do, or what steps you should do that I probably didn't do. I'm gonna give y'all a backstory on everything I've done that kind of led me up to this. So when I was 16, I started doing press on nails. You can kind of see those videos throughout my channel. Then when I turned 18, I kind of got away from it. I was still doing like some brand deals and some press on deals. Like I was really trying to stay on it, but I kind of burnt myself out. Like I used to just go hard and took no breaks. And I was just like, you can't do that. You got to take breaks, okay? Mental health is real. So I got away from the nail scene and I was just like, what's next? So I started doing like rose mirrors, but like I wasn't sold on them. Like I liked it for my room, but I didn't like it like to sell it. It was just like a no. So then I was like, rose bouquets. And so I'm gonna pop up on the screen my very first rose bouquet. Like I had took pictures with these. So like my pictures ate because like, I'm a baddie, but the roses was not it. Like when I look back and I look at that, I be like, we've come a long way, okay? But yeah, so I've been selling rose bouquets since probably like more like 8 months, probably longer than that. I think I for real started in like April. Well, in April is no. Those pictures I popped up for my first rose bouquet, I took around April, but I had been made the bouquet like months before that. So it's kind of been like a few, almost a year. But like consistently doing it's been like 8 months. So getting started with the business idea, did I know what I was doing? Completely not. When I first started out, I made so many mistakes. To this day, I'm still like, why didn't I just take more time and perfect my craft before bringing it out to people? I don't know. But I think it was because like with nails, it was kind of the same way. Like you gotta start somewhere. And I wasn't like a big person on TikTok. Like I didn't really understand TikTok. I still kind of don't. Okay, even though like I'm 20, I'm supposed to be within the range of understanding TikTok. Like I always been on Instagram. I was an Instagram girly. I took a break from Instagram, so I was like, let me try and figure out TikTok. And TikTok is kind of like where I got some more learning experience from, as you can say. Like, it wasn't that many videos on YouTube. It's just why I'm putting this out there. It was not a lot of videos on YouTube. It was a lot of videos on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of people have been doing rose bouquets, like artificial and like real roses. So, yeah, but like starting out, I was just kind of, it took me a while to say that. Like, even my wrapping paper, I still haven't perfected it. The triangle ones, if you know what I'm talking about, I post a picture. I still haven't perfected that. It's a lot of things that I still want to perfect, but I have to just realize like you come from you gotta start somewhere, okay? Like you gotta start somewhere. Let me pull that because that was getting on my nerves. But you gotta start somewhere. You cannot think that on day one you're gonna be at 100%. On day one, I was probably at like 25%. Right now, I'm currently probably like 75, 65%. I've most definitely progressed it in the months that I've been doing this, but I'm still not where I want to be, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, enough about the backstory. So really get into it. When I first started selling in my own TikTok shop. TikTok shop really was what blew me up. Like TikTok shop helped me grow my business so well because one, TikTok was kind of like booming. Like TikTok been booming, but I feel like when I got on it, it was like really popular. TikTok doesn't. If you're a Like if you sell homemade stuff, like you bake, you make it from scratch, whatever you sell, whether it's clothes, food, roses, whatever. TikTok is a good platform to start on, but I wouldn't advise staying on there. TikTok really helped me get up to, let me see, how many sales am I at? Is it on my iPad? TikTok shop is taken down. Well, all my products are taken down. My shop is still up, but no products are listed. But it says 100 plus sold. Let me go back to the Store app so I can get the exact number. I think it was like 160 or something. Well, it wants me to update it, so we're gonna wait for it to update and I'll come back to it. But TikTok helped me almost get to 200 sales. I would have probably made it to 200. I kind of, like I said, I'm still learning to like give myself breaks. So I took another break from doing roses, like kind of around Christmas. Like I probably stopped on December 10th or something, and today is December 25th. So Merry Christmas, or Merry belated Christmas by the time I get this video. But yeah, I'm still learning. Okay, a girl kind of got overwhelmed with Halloween orders, Thanksgiving, November. And I was just really like thinking about Valentine's Day. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be so tired and overwhelmed, like overstimulated. And I was just like, I need a break. And that's what I did. I took a break. And I would have, I don't know, I would have reached my goal of 200. I was bringing it in. So I sell on 2 platforms. I used to sell on 2 platforms, TikTok and Etsy. TikTok was my main seller. Etsy was kind of like my backup. Like I was saying, I started out on TikTok, and when I started out, I feel like it took me a second to get an order. It probably took me like a week. But when I first started out, I can like remember the listings I used to have, and it was kind of like the listing that I posted. I posted again. It was my very first time making a rose bouquet, and I sold those to a few people. Those roses, I didn't like them. I got them off Shein. Now, I'm not going to discredit Shein roses because I still am using Shein roses. It's just not those. Those gave more of a fake feeling. I mean, they all feel fake, but those just really, they wasn't used for what I was using them for, if that makes sense. Like, I probably could use them to this day if I would have styled them a different way, but the way I was styling them back then and the wrapping paper I was using and the way that I was wrapping it, it just didn't. I kind of was just like, I'm not sold on selling this. And I'm the type of person that, like, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna sell it. Like, if I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm like, I know 2 + 2 is 4, but this is equaling 8. So today's not the day. I didn't eat. So we're just gonna call it a day. And I'm gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna be like, no. So yeah, I stopped using those roses, and I did some research, kinda. I got into foam roses, and so with those, that was also one of the first things I used was foam roses. I'm not gonna try and get into this too much because I want to make a separate video, but a lot of people do use foam roses, and there's nothing wrong with foam roses. My biggest pet peeve on foam roses though is when people use them whole. So, which is nothing wrong with it. It's like to each its own preference. Like me, when I use foam roses, I kind of take half the rose off. Like I'm gonna post some pictures. You can obviously tell that they are foam roses. Like if you know what foam roses are, you'll be able to tell. I get a lot of messages. Are these real? Even though it's listed in the description, like in the title, artificial. But I still get messages saying, are these real? Are these fake? Are these real? Do they come packaged like this? Or do I gotta make them myself? And so the foam roses I use, some of them I get off Amazon, some of them I get off Shein. But all of them, nevertheless, I still break them or pull them apart. I take like probably 3 layers off. I just like for them to be small. I know that I'm wasting money doing that, but I like them to be small because you're kind of getting a smaller quantity for what you paid. Because instead of like me using, you know, a full 50 count, a 50 count kind of like a 25 count now, if you think about it, or a 100 count would look like a 75 count. Kind of. It still will look full, but not as full if I wouldn't have pulled off some of the layers. But that's just my preference, and my customers love it. So who am I to judge? Back to what I was saying though. Yeah, that's just my preference. Everyone has their own preference when starting out, but that's just what, like, as time went on, that's what I realized. And I also would say, don't go to Amazon for everything. One of my biggest mistakes was Halloween. I got like a lot of orders for Halloween. Like I got, even like on October 29th, I was still getting Halloween orders. Like, yeah, I was so busy. Like I was up doing roses from the time I woke up, from the time I went to bed, or if I woke up, I would go to work, come back home, do roses. Like I was booked and busy. I was booked and busy. But where I lost most of my profit was I underestimated myself and I oversold myself. So underestimated myself was I didn't order enough supplies. Okay, I didn't order enough supplies leading up to the event. And I oversold myself because instead of me just saying, oh, I'm sold out, I kept taking customers and I didn't have the supplies for it. So I was last minute ordering stuff off Amazon, paying double, triple, quadruple the price just so that I can get these orders out. Which, as me, that was just me as a person. I could have said no, I could have stopped, but I was just like, no, I'm gonna get these orders out. Like, these people want to buy roses for their significant others. I'm getting these orders out, okay? Even if I'm taking a loss. And that was just what I did. So a lot of my roses, I'm gonna do a different video for it. I'm gonna go over my prices and everything. I don't want to, I'm trying to like do this as like a basics video. I don't want to go too into depth, but that's one of the mistakes I made as a business owner. You most definitely gotta know your limit. Stick to your prices, don't undersell yourself, and don't oversell yourself. Like, once you set your prices, because your prices should include your labor, your materials, usually the shipping costs. Once you set those prices based off those three things, bare minimum those three things, do not go and buy supplies from somewhere else that don't reflect those prices, because at that point you're not making no profit at all. That is where I messed up. And where I also messed up was not making a product list or material list and getting my prices. That is also where I messed up at, because just price pointing in your head like, oh, I can sell this for $50. But then when I actually made like the material list, it actually should have been quoted at $100. I'm saying watch yourself, because you will undersell yourself so bad. And then when you look back, you're like, damn, was I even making any money? Okay, but moving on. I want to talk about how much money you should have saved up. I personally use my own funds. I'm a server, so like some nights you can walk out with X amount of money. I was just like, hey, I'll put this towards my business. So yeah, I just use my own money in my own bank account. That's what I did. Even to this day, I'm still using my own money, because even though like having an LLC, pretty much just protects you. Like if someone tries to sue me, pretty much they can't protect my personal. I mean, they can't take my personal assets. They only can take my business assets. To break it down, well, not to break it down, but to say it like kind of shortly. Yeah, and that was that. So I recently got one. My mom was kind of on my butt about it. I really didn't feel threatened. I was just like, girl, I'm just still on TikTok and Etsy. Like, flowers isn't nothing. The only thing that I could have seen where I could have had like a issue at is I sell chocolate, flowers with chocolate sometimes. You know, obviously I put like in my descriptions like, hey, this product does contain nuts, and there's like a label with the ingredients and stuff on it. But that was like the only thing I could have ever been like, oh, someone would be like, oh, she didn't say it contained nuts. It's chocolate, obviously. It may contain nuts. But yeah, so that's what I did. I didn't have no money saved up. I had my personal money saved up. I blew through that. When you're starting a business, you're gonna blow through some money, okay? Don't go in thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make so much money my first year. Let me tell y'all. So I use the sales app to track my profit, and my profit, you can do categories. So like when I have special events like Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, I'll make special bouquets that I'll sell under that category. Like my Halloween bouquets, I'll put them under Halloween bouquets, so that I can just see how much profit that what do you want to call it, like that, I don't want to say trend, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but basically I can't think of the word. It's really blowing me. But pretty much that category, I guess you can say, that's dumbing it down, but that's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, and then I also do like my regular bouquets that I sold, how much they brought in. Like Halloween, I brought in an extra $2,100 just off of TikTok, not including Etsy. I think Etsy I brought in like $1,800. Like, I went cuckoo. But just because I racked up almost $4,000 in sales, or in sales, doesn't mean that was my profit. You still have to include materials, labor, cause me, gas, shipping boxes, shipping costs, and the other bazillion things. That being said, like my profit was probably like, if I'm going off base what I remember, my head was like $1,800. But it would have been a lot more, one, if I hadn't ordered all those extra supplies off Amazon, if I just would have pre-ordered my stuff in advance. It's always to order more and just have it left over, because one of the pro things about my business is nothing really expires except for like the chocolate. But I buy that like by the need, because I just get it from Sam's Club, and Sam's Club is like 10 minutes away. I'm not buying 50 cases when I know I only sell like 2 cases a week. You know, that's stupid. But yeah, so it's a lot. And it's a lot on your mental. So if you think you're going to make a business and you think your first year you're just going to have 50K in profit, it don't always work like that, especially when it's a homemade business. Those take a lot more experience, a lot more money to get started with. Another thing about TikTok that they don't tell you about, TikTok holds your money, okay? Real bad. When I first started on TikTok, I was getting paid 3 to 5 days after delivery. Once I started getting a shit ton of orders, excuse my language, once I started getting a lot of orders, they pushed my thing back, delivered plus 31 days. Why? Because I'm only one person. I cannot ship out 50 orders within 2 days. It's not going to happen. The most orders I completed on one day was like 7 through 10, depending on what time I woke up, how I felt that day. Because doing this business, I stand on my feet. So I recently bought a mat, but still, you stand on your feet. Like sitting down and doing it, it's not comfortable to me. Sitting down and doing it takes me 2 times the time it would regularly take me, just because I want to sit down. Like certain parts I can't sit down, like when I'm doing the ribbons or stuff. You know, I get time to rest my feet. But it's just like any other job. You need breaks, you need time to go socialize, eat, etc. So that was one of the cons I didn't like about TikTok. They did recently, this November and December, they did give sellers an extra couple days to get their product shipped out. So instead of it being like a usual like 2 days before your order is like delayed because you took too long to ship it, they gave you like 5, I think. I don't remember the exact number. But yeah, that was one of the things I didn't like. They also, they're holding my money. And it's like I'm just one person. TikTok, I had probably 2 cases where people said they didn't get their delivery. I don't know if that was just with like USPS taking stuff out the box or the customer's just lying. I don't know. But with TikTok, it's really no solution for the seller. You would pretty much just have to offer a refund and nip it in the bud. I also didn't like that TikTok just isn't built for homemade businesses. It's built for someone kind of like an Amazon. So you know how Amazon has, their multiple billion warehouses and people package the orders and everything's like a fulfillment services. That's how TikTok is. It's not built for like homemade small business owners. Like if you're only getting 3 orders a week, hell yeah, it is. But if you're getting 50 orders a week, it's not. And I hate it. I hate it when I got to the point. And by the way, you cannot extend that time. Like on Etsy, they can tell you, you can say how many days, it's gonna take for them to get their item. Like you can do from 3 days after you order all the way up to like 21 days after you order. Probably longer than that. TikTok, no. This crap is custom made for you. Like it's no say so on the seller at all. And I didn't like that. And so that was a lot of my scripts too. Because no matter how hard I tried, it was like I could not keep up. And then people start messaging you because, where's my order? And I was getting orders on TikTok and Etsy And by all means, I was grateful. Like, I'm not complaining because I'm complaining for different reasons, not because I'm not being grateful. Let me make that clear, because some people's like, oh, you're complaining because you're making money. No, I'm complaining because I wasn't able to get these orders to my customers within their time frame. Therefore, they're angry. There's only so many times you can message, hey, your order won't be shipped out on time because of the holiday. Or your order won't be shipped out on time because you ordered on a weekend. Like, it's only so many excuses I can come up with. Hey, your order won't be shipped on time because TikTok doesn't know. I can't say that. I'm not going to say it. So I kind of took the blame a lot, and that was a lot of stress on me too. Like, it was just draining, and it made me feel like I wasn't even loving what I was doing anymore. So that was when I kind of made the decision to stop selling on TikTok. I don't know if I would ever go back to selling on TikTok. I mean, I guess I could have made my quantities lower, you know, like kind of sell myself out, like once X many quantities sold, I would just not sell no more until like I've gotten done with those orders. But that's kind of draining into going back and re-editing. But that's probably a smarter solution, because most of my quantities were based off how many items I had in stock versus how many items I wanted to sell. So kind of just gave myself an idea on that one, because TikTok was not for homemade products at all. Like, you kind of gotta make it for yourself. And I also, another reason, and I don't want to talk too much about this because I don't like getting politics into it, but I also didn't know TikTok was gonna get banned. So I was kind of like trying to get my money out of there before they got banned, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. And I kind of was like, oh, I'll just wait to see what happens. And you know, if it don't get banned, then I come back. Because it's like, when your money's hooked in something and you don't know what's going to happen to it, you don't just want to take the chance. Like, I've already spent the materials and labor on it. So it's like, my money should sit there for 30 plus days. Because it's 31 days after the item's been delivered. So let's say the order takes me let's just say it takes me 5 days to make it before it ships. It takes 2 to 3 days to get delivered. We're at 8 days, right? So basically, 31 days plus 8 days is when I'll get my payment. So that's almost a month and a half, okay? That's a lot of time to be waiting on your money. I mean, even the job pays us every 2 weeks. Some people get paid once a month, but still. So that's pretty much why I stopped selling on TikTok. Etsy, I can't really complain. Etsy has their issues too, but nothing compared to TikTok. Like, I would 100% rather just sell on Etsy than on TikTok. It's kind of hard selling on two platforms anyways. TikTok most definitely did bring me a lot of new customers, so I will say that they did. So I did want to talk about this. If you're like me, I'm 20, I stay at my mom's place. We have 3-bedroom house and 2 baths. Our house is spacious, but not spacious enough. So I had to make room, like, for supplies. I have a storage unit, so I pretty much just got rid of the old and got in with the new. So all my nail supplies in storage. Stuff we ain't used in years in storage. I got to the point of thinking like making my storage as a warehouse, but I was like, I'm not that big yet, and my storage is kind of like too far from me. My storage is like 15 minutes. There was a lot of storage options like 2 minutes for me that I kind of now wish I would have went with, but I kind of wanted a storage unit that was kind of like in the middle of 2 cities. So like, if I did ended up moving to somewhere that's like 30 minutes away from me, my storage unit would still only be 15 minutes away from me. That was my logic at the time, okay? In my head at the time, it made sense. Right now, no, it does not make sense. So, like I said, I just move stuff around. Shein usually sends stuff in big boxes, so I just use the big boxes to store stuff in. I started doing inventory. So it's not supposed to be right there. This is my inventory sheet. I made multiple copies of these. And I also will, what's up and say? I'm gonna do another video, like, get into depth with it. I just want to share, like, the basics of everything that I kind of did. How to get people to support your business. Posts. Social media is there. Why not use it? A lot of people, and there's really a spot that I could do this in my town, but I'm just too antisocial. Like, I just don't think I could do it. And it would sell. A lot of people do it for like Mother's Day, Christmas. And it's a highly trafficked area. Like, you just get out there, you push your stuff up, you showcase it, you make a sign, people stop, you sell. That's it. A lot of people do it. I'm not there yet. I kind of like hiding behind a face, a social media account. Yeah, that's where I'm at. But yeah, 100% use social media. 100%. Getting an LLC, I know I talked about this earlier. It's not like a big thing. It's not something that's like urgent. Take your time. The only reason why I kind of got it is because I kind of decided on a name. That really made me decide on a name because I went through so many names. Like, obviously, I've switched careers with this, but I kind of went from like Leah's Design Studio, but then I was like, that was a good name for YouTube, but not like business. So now I was like Leah's Design CO. The CO kind of means company. So like in the LLC, it's like, it's not really, that wouldn't really go together. It would clash. So then I finally did just Leah's Designs because I kind of liked it, Leah's Floral Designs or Leah's Floral Shop. But I didn't want to limit my business to one thing. One thing about me, I'm never a one thing type of person. Like, I'm always doing multiple things at once. Like, I can never pick one hobby. Like, even now, I'm still doing flowers, but now I'm getting into like flower bases. Yeah, I'm always doing multiple things. I'm always thinking about the next thing. You have to keep moving. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I have bestsellers that sell themselves, but I still want to make more products. I feel like the more products you have, the more people will find you. When I first started, I only had like 3 products. It was really hard to get customers, but once I started having like 7 products, oh, they was on me. It was on your girl. But I kind of wanted to wait to like the end of the video to do like a more depth, like what I've been up to, because I kind of wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. I know I kind of talked about it at the beginning, but that was just like a more so like business, what I've been up to. But for those that have been watching me since like 2020, 2021, 2019, I don't even remember what year I started YouTube. Hold up. Dang, I just showed my age so bad. Hold on. Oops. I clicked on Corman video. My bad. YouTube has updated, y'all. I don't know how to use this. Oh my god, October 11th, 2019. I really gotta get back on my stuff, y'all. I'm almost at 13K subscribers, but yeah. What I've been up to. I am finally done with my business entrepreneurship degree. It's an associate's degree, but I'm finally done with it. Like, we just had finals last week, and y'all, when I say like, it was almost like a cry moment, because it was just like, when I first left high school, y'all, I did not know really what I wanted to do. Like, I went in thinking I was gonna do nails. I went to a nail school, didn't like it, switched degrees, and I still, like, as I was switching, I had to take like my basics because I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I was like, oh, let me just get my business degree and I'll see where it goes from there. Like, and I didn't know that that was like what I was really gonna stick with. So now your girl has moved on to health information and technology. So pretty much like medical coding. I haven't been on here forever, but I had worked at a hospital for a short time. I didn't stay very long, but I did love what I did. I just didn't like the environment and the mess. And when the place is some people can mind it, and some people have been there for years, so it didn't matter to them. But to me, I'm all about my environment. Like, if something is messy, if something is toxic, if something is just, my mind can't really breathe, I don't want to be in it. I'm not going to be in it. So, yeah, that was just that. But I did really, really love what I was doing. So I'm still trying to get back into that. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that I get accepted into this program. If I don't, it's just not God's plan for me. And we're on to the next thing. But I'm really hoping that I do. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on in my personal life. I'm trying to get back into YouTube really bad. I'm trying to get back to recording in general, like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm not really a social media person anymore. I haven't really been on Instagram. It's just draining. It doesn't make me any money, so it's like, why even me on there, you know? What else do I need to tell y'all? I think that's pretty much it. I really need to get back to working out. Your girl has picked up some pounds. Okay, it took me forever to get to 135, baby. I'm at 149. Your girl has picked up like 10 or 15 pounds in the last 6 months. Not even a year. It's really been 6 months. But yeah, I'm doing okay mental wise. I don't have like no complaints. I'm trying to get back closer with God. I feel like I had got distance for a while, not like on purpose, but like so much crap was going on. I just need the time management better and I'll be fine. Like, I'm a real bad person of, I do not have time for this. And that is horrible. So I gotta work on that. But yeah, I be seeing y'all comments under my old videos. I miss y'all too. But yeah, so this will be the first video. I'm trying to get this out before the New Year's. I'm gonna try and like post like once a week at the bare minimum. I know some days like you have more time. It's all about editing too. Recording is really, really easy, but it's about the editing. But I think my next video is gonna be probably a supply haul about roses and showing y'all how much, because I just got inventory in. I haven't unboxed the video yet. Not unboxed the video. Yeah, that's like I haven't like opened the box yet, so I think I'm gonna make it into a video. But yeah, that's all I really got. That's all I got. So I hope you guys love this video. I love talking to you guys, and I miss y'all so much. So I just hope it's more to come, and there shall be more to come if the Lord allows it. So it's nice chatting, but your girl's gonna go lay back down now. So bye, and y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see y'all in the next year.